Here's some praise for you here. But first of all, a complaint. Excuse me, not about you. I see you're sensitive. Excuse me, what and whose show am I listening to? There's no indication of any kind who you are or what's going on. You see, this is what I've always said to you. It's important to do the thing at the end. Sorry, at the beginning, the spiel at the beginning. So let's do it now. Good morning. How are you? I hope you're fine. This is Gerry Anderson. This is my show. Sean Coyle is in there. The number to ring if you want to contact this program.
The girls?
Emma's there.
What about Janet?
So's Janet. We're all here. The number to ring, we're here for you because you know why? You're worth it. The number to ring is 08459 555 6. I think I'm nearly ready for radio too, aren't I? Hello. 08459 555 678. The email address, gerry.anderson@bbc.co.uk. And for all you lovely people, text messaging service. Did you ever hear Dale Winton doing the top 20?
Yes. Every time I hear him, I see a shopping trolley.
Shopping trolley?
Yeah.
Anyway, for text messaging service 81771. And another one. Morning, Gerry. Glad some numpty was standing in for you yesterday. The music was crap. Please play some Slipknot. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to read that. Yeah. It was just there in front of me, you know. I'm like your man out of, what do you call it, broadcast? Anchorman. Do you remember Rod Grundy? Did you ever see Anchorman?
No.
The movie? No. He was a TV presenter.
They said it was great.
Yeah.
Did I see it?
I don't know if you saw it or not, but I thought maybe you would know.
No, but then if you tell me what it was about,
it's about a TV anchorman.
I can never remember titles.
A TV anchorman is supplanted by a young blonde lady who's ambitious and who wants to take over his show. And she eventually does. By the ruse, she realised that he could read anything that was on his autocue, no matter what it was.
All right.
So he read something very rude indeed. Very funny.
Yeah.
Ah, dear. Look at me enjoying myself again.
Anyway, Brona.
Aye. Brona Gallagher.
Brona suggested a film that we reenact.
Did she?
Yes.
I think I'm going to chat to Brona on Friday.
What do you mean,
tomorrow.
Think?
I think I am. I never know what I'm doing from one day to the next. What does she suggest?
I forget the title now. I think it's 10 Rillington Place.
10 Rillington Place, yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Rillington?
I can't believe you got that right.
No, can I?
Richard Attenborough.
Yes.
It was a murder mystery.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Right.
But I don't know any lines from it.
Well,
has she got a line there?
Brona wants you to play Dr. Crippen.
Dr. Crippen, yeah.
Right? And
Hello.
Brona will play the part of your wife.
Mrs. Crippen.
Right?
Yeah.
I will play the part of a very young John Hurt.
Hold on a minute.
What?
How come I'm Crippen and you're young John Hurt? You'll get the women.
Because of the whole plot.
The whole plot?
The whole plot.
The whole plot.
You see, but the two girls then have to audition.
Do they?
Yeah, because there's only one role left.
But I don't know anything about that movie. I haven't seen it.
Yes,
She's going to provide a script?
Oh, I'll tell you what it's about.
No, but I don't want to know what it's about. Is Brona going to provide some kind of a script?
Some sort of guidance, yes.
Oh, that's okay.
Yes.
Let me practice.
No, but the girls, it's important for the girls because one of the girls is pregnant.
Which one, Emma?
Well,
Janet?
Whoever gets the part.
Will get pregnant?
And then...
By Dr. Crippen?
You see, no, by me,
I'm
apparently.
Dr. Crippen. I want to make someone pregnant.
No, you don't.
No.
You see, you're a doctor. You've been struck off. Apparently.
Excuse me.
You've been bad in the past.
I'm Dr. Crippen. I'm a doctor, but I've been struck off in the past for being bad.
You're in the 1950s.
Take some of this swine flu injection. I have 500,000 of them in my garage. Would you like 1 ton of my swine flu injections epidemic? They cost us a lot of money.
We're living in your house.
Can't you see I'm being...
I know, but it's good on. You have to tell you the plot.
I don't want to know the plot.
We're living in your house.
You're not.
And my wife becomes pregnant.
Well.
And then we decide to turn to you.
Dr. Crippen?
Yes.
Yeah. What, do you want to minister to the pregnancy?
No.
To
undo what?
You be careful what you're talking about.
But you understand, that's the film. That's what the film's about.
But I've never seen the film.
And then one of the girls dies. You kill her. You kill my wife.
Do I?
Aye. And then you blame me.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
And I think I'm the murderer. And I run away.
I didn't kill her. It was him with a one eyebrow. He killed her. I saw him. He made her dead.
So that's the phone.
Well, that's great. I look forward to that. Yeah. If I could ask Brona for an outline, I'll read it and let her know how I feel about it.
So
Gerry,
how are you going to audition the girls?
I'll talk... Well,
they have to be
the usual way. Step up on that couch, girls, and let me examine your credentials. Gerry,
Phonsie's in one.
Phonsie?
Phonsie.
Where's Barney?
What?
Is Barney there too?
No, just Phonsie.
It's just Phonsie? There's Barney. What about Patsy? It's Patsy and Barney and Phonsie. Listen, Barney does the electrics. Phonsie does the body work. Patsy does the engine work. Now, if you have electrical trouble, bring her down to Barney. If Barney can't look at her, bring her down to Phonsie. If Phonsie hasn't time, Patsy will fix her. Hello? Phonsie.
How's it going, Gerry? How are you?
Phonsie, you're the Phonsie that has the extraterrestrials coming to visit you.
That's right, Gerry. I'm the same Phonsie.
And may I say that many of the listeners were quite taken by your tales, and many of them believe what you say, as indeed I do. Has there been any developments in the extraterrestrial world?
I know you understand, Gerry, and there's a lot of people who would sort of take the hand out of me, but I know you're not one of them, Gerry.
I'm not one of those who scoff.
No, you understand these things.
I do, because I've been probed before.
Aye. Well, Gerry, I've some good things to talk to you about and some bad things.
Oh, give me the bad things first.
I'll give you the good things first, Gerry.
The good things,
whichever. The good things is I'm for outer space next week, Gerry.
Oh, yeah. After the 12th?
After the 12th, Gerry, they'll be taking me up.
Did you tell me you wanted to stay for the 12th and then you want to go after?
No. Remember I was telling you, Gerry, that I don't want to be better work for them and they cleared off and didn't pay me?
That's right. Extraterrestrials are very bad at paying their bills.
Well, they heard that, Gerry, on the radio, and I was up in the bog the other night there, and I was bringing home the last one of bags, you know.
Yes.
And the midges was rating me, Gerry, and I was getting a bit agitated. And the next thing we flashed, the wee pup started whining and, getting on. And next thing they see, I call them the bagpipe boys, they see extraterrestrials who are standing behind me, Gerry, they scared the life out of me.
Let me just explain for the benefit of the people who don't understand. The bagpipe boys are extraterrestrials because they resemble bagpipes without the chanter.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
And I turned around and they scared the life. And I said to them, boys, look, if you're looking that craft fixed again, no bother. But, don't be sneaking up behind me when I'm up in the bog here.
Bring her down to Barney.
They said to me, they'd heard me on the show and they heard me going off about them not paying me. And there's one thing they do not like, Gerry, and that's people talking about them.
So what did they do?
So this is, we're going to do an amazing favour, a chance for a lifetime. We're going to take you on an intergalactic trip.
Oh, wow. Eh?
Yep.
Hear me saying why. And this is scheduled for next week?
Next week, Gerry.
Well, did they give you any kind of an itinerary where you're going to visit? If you're going to have... Yeah?
I'm not going to their home planet for that. It would take 60 years in their time.
And you don't have the time?
They're taking me to another, it's like a sister planet. And it's just behind the sun.
Behind the sun? So we won't see you then?
No.
So have you any idea what the air... what will the air be like there? Will you be able to breathe normally or will you need some assistance?
No, this is like a gel. It's like a liquid form of stuff in their craft. It's like being in a big sort of pool.
Like stuff you shave with then?
Like that there, clear stuff.
And what do you do? Do you jump into that or do you smear it in your chin or what do you do?
No, you just jump into it, Gerry, and then you're fit to breathe, and then they take you to the planet.
In other words, you're insulated in a ball of gel?
Yes.
And you're taken away to an intergalactical destination which is behind the sun and you'll be fit to function there because you'll be enclosed in the gel. But you won't see nothing, you'll be inside the gel.
No,
maybe they make you a periscope.
It's clear, Gerry. They've had it probe me, Gerry, to so I could speak their language and also to a couple of probes. And then, see, they can probe you, Gerry, to take information out of you, but they also can probe you to put information into you.
So you're either a pitcher or a catcher.
So they probed me and put their language into me and also the ability to read people's minds.
Okay, I know you can't demonstrate the ability to read people's minds because it's open to misinterpretation, but perhaps maybe you could give us a couple of words of this language that you're going to use.
A couple of words is only, you wouldn't even hear it, Gerry, it's that quick. But I'll give you
is it kind of like Ulster Scots kind of thing?
Well, funny now, they said to me they could probe me, and I said, could you probe me with Ulster Scots as well?
Well, you'd be the first, you say.
But the language, Gerry, where do you hear this now? That's it.
I beg your pardon, yeah.
No, that was, Gerry.
It was, when's Michael McGimpsey going to give out the swine flu jab?
Oh, no, it wasn't that, Gerry.
What?
That was the complete works of William Shakespeare.
That's quick. If I'd have known that at school, I wouldn't have been there for 5 minutes.
Where do you hear this one? That's your autobiography.
Oh, it sounds like it. I see you've left a page 4 out.
And then, no, it's all in there, Gerry.
No, page 4 is missing.
And then I can read mine as well. Do you want me to say that on you, Gerry?
Go ahead. Read my mind, right?
Right, wait for a minute now. Hold on. I picked that up there, Gerry.
I hope you didn't.
I was disappointed.
Tell me what I'm thinking.
You're thinking, when's this boy going to hang up for anyone to phone Hugo and play a song?
Exactly right.
And I had to phone for Hugo about a Wally Nelson CD I'd lent him.
Well, listen, will you do me a favour? When you come back, which will be a minute after you leave,
Yes.
ring me immediately and let me know what your experiences are.
No,
we are keen
Gerry,
on this programme. Well?
They said they're going to take me away on a Thursday, but they'd have me back by Friday.
Well, that's okay. You ring me on a Friday.
That was the Friday before.
Oh, in other words, you can ring me last Friday.
Yes.
Well, why don't you ring me last Friday and tell me what it's been like in this new world, and then I'll tell the people what it was like.
Well, I'll phone you, sure, Gerry, when I'm on the craft and I'll let you know what it's like.
But the main thing is, don't let yourself be probed too often, because they think you're cheap. Okay.
Gerry, the good news.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, that was the good news. The bad news is, Gerry,
I've done something
terrible. That's really what I want to talk to you about, Gerry.
Okay.
I've made a bit of a mistake, Gerry, and I think you're the only man who can help me.
Okay.
Well, you see, Gerry, since I was on your show, I've been a bit of a celebrity around where I come from.
Yes.
And people ask me different things and all, open affairs and open things and all. This band has approached me, Gerry, to manage them.
Right.
And I've started to manage them, you see.
Uh-huh.
And I've got them a few bits here and there, But I've done a terrible thing, Gerry.
Yeah.
I've told them that I could get them on your show.
Oh, you see, that was a step too far. I could get them on maybe a kiss to words.
Well, they says now that I have them told that I says, oh, hi, no bother, boys. I says, Gerry said they're playing and they do no bother at all.
What kind of a band are they? You have to tell me.
Well, they call themselves Folk Nouveau. The name of their band is actually Barefoot.
Barefoot?
Mm-hmm.
Folk Nouveau?
Well, that's the sort of music they play, Gerry.
Sounds like a town in Mayo. Anyway, listen, I'll tell you what, this may not all be lost. What you can do is, if you like, if you send me a CD of their work and I'll have a good listen to it, and who knows, maybe they will be able to come in here, because we require bands of a certain quality before we let them
Gerry,
feel...
I know you would like these boys for it's the sort of music you'd be into,
It's unintelligible.
I've entered into a competition as well, Gerry, for the Arthur Guinness Day thing. And I think they might actually be playing up in the Strand Bar on the 22nd of July.
What's their name?
Barefoot.
Barefoot again. Okay, we'll keep an eye out for them. Maybe I'll get a chance to see them live, because it's always better to hear them live with drink taken.
Gerry, if you could help me out here, because I tell these boys that's here, and the wee faces are all lit up when I says to them, boys, you see, they think I know you personally. You know what I mean, Gerry?
Well, you do. Listen, I want you to say one thing for me. I want you to make sure that you get this message to the extraterrestrials, right?
Yes.
They may probe all they like, but they won't prod anybody on the 12th.